Hey guys, welcome back to TFL Outdoors. Today we're going to be doing part 2 of the Huska 455 Rancher muffler mod. I've already kind of tuned it. It was kind of a process than what it was. It was running a little bit lean on the first cut, and you'll see in this video. I'll throw in some footage of the first actual cut. And then I had to put an extension on the muffler because the exhaust got way too. Now after we modified the muffler, opened it up, we've got to tune the carburetor. We have to give it more fuel. So on the 455, we've got 3 screws here on the top we've got to remove. They're not the quick snaps like the professional saws. Of course, this again is a homeowner saw, so we'll go ahead and remove those real quick. I'm going to pull the air filter off. And down in here, you've got 2 adjustment screws. I don't know if you guys can see those or not. Probably not. But anyway, you move that blue wire out of the way. You've got a white and you've got a black. The black is going to be your high jet, and the white is going to be your low jet. You're going to need to take a Dremel, because they're adjustable, but they're non-adjustable from the factory. They have a plastic locking key on there, and what I already did was took the Dremel with a small bit and I removed that plastic so that I could get a quarter turn. Out of the jets. So I just took this tool right here, the Dremel, the small little bit, this little stone grinder deal, and I was able to finagle it down in here and remove that plastic locking key. And then I was able to, I didn't remove it all the way because I don't need to turn it 2 or 3 turns to open it up. I just need about a quarter of a turn, and that's about all it took. So I did that on both jets, and it's a little bit tricky. You got to take your time because there is fuel lines in here, and there's, you know, wires and stuff. Again, you want to cover your carburetor, your mount there. You're not getting debris down in that. That's not good. While we're in here, this is the air filter that was on it. Hasn't been changed for like a year and a half. It was getting pretty clogged up compared to the new one. The jet, line it up, and you're going to turn it to the left. That's going to open that. That's going to open that carburetor up to allow it to get more fuel. About a quarter turn. Then you're going to go to the black, the high jet, and you're gonna do a quarter turn on that one as well. Yeah, and also after adjusting the carb, you're gonna have to set the idle as well. And I know mine, the idle is gonna be right here. I had to turn it up. It didn't want to idle very well after the muffler mod, and I gave it about a quarter of a turn. She's ripping now though. Go ahead and put your top cover back on. It's pretty easy to do. It'd be a lot easier to tune if the factory didn't put those stupid plastic locks on there. It'd be a heck of a lot easier. But once you get past the plastic locks, you can either grind them all the way off. So I know some guys, they will take a screwdriver and just like pry them off, the locks, but I didn't want to break my carburetor or bend the little set screws because they're pretty delicate. So I just opted to use a little die grinder Dremel tool and remove some of the plastic on the side so that I can get some adjustment out of it. That's basically it on the carburetor adjustment for the muffler mod. Let's go try it out in some wood and see how it does. Alright, so we're gonna check the bar oil here and the fuel levels, and before we do a test cut. Pretty sure they're low. Yeah, you guys can't see down there, but yeah, there's a little bit. So it's not a crazy amount. It's probably enough for one cut, actually. Let me check the fuel right quick. Oh, she's bone dry. All right, put some fuel in it. Wow. I noticed it does have a lot more power than before without the modification to the muffler. It's definitely way noisier. I just noticed while I was making that cut, and that's kind of why I was on and off the throttle, but yeah, look it. Right there, on the chain brake. Just straight up melted it while I was cutting. So, I don't know, something's not quite set right. So the modified muffler for the 455, there it is all opened up. Because of the hole being here and the exhaust hot gases coming out, it didn't really exit straight out. It exited up and out. For the tailpipe, a little extension piece, and made out of paper here to help the exhaust gas, the hot gases, go straight out. Use the stainless steel here, kind of mocked it up. Got some scribe marks. Go out to the shop. Gonna bend it, spot weld that puppy on the top like that. on the muffler there. Yep, and the melted hole there. But that seems to work pretty well. I cut yesterday with it, probably for about an hour, had no issues.